Hello! Sunday sister session. Let's set this all up. I'll just wait for people to join as well. Here she is. She's very quick today. She's very quick. Here she is. Let's bring her in. Hello. Let's see. Is she there?
Hi.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
How are you?
Oh, I'm all right. Done another day's work, like full on performing work today. Whoa, nearly dropped. I'm just trying to make it. There we go. That's better. How are you?
Good, thank you. I'm very tired, but I feel like I can't say that because you've been working today and I haven't.
It's not, no, you're allowed to be tired if you're tired. I'm loving the glasses, sis.
Oh, thanks, Jas. Well, I'm that tired that my eyes feel a bit squiffy. You know, when it's like when you're really tired and they feel like they're really struggling.
Your eyebrows look amazing. Have you had them done?
Thank you. Yes, I've had henna brows.
You what?
Brows done. Henna.
Did you? They really suit you. I like
Thank
it.
you.
How much?
20 quid.
Okay, and how long do they last?
Normally 2.5 weeks, but I've got such a greasy face normally that it lasts a week.
Oh.
But
Okay.
at least I won't look old, because when you have a greasy face when you're young, you age slower. So, you know. So shout out to Fab Boutique in East Dulwich. She did my nails. My eyebrows, Sam. She's amazing.
Amazeballs.
And she's the best
I'm tempted to get the eyelashes done. I'm missing my fake eyelashes.
Oh, what, falsies? Why don't
like,
you just get a lash lift?
No, it doesn't work on me. No. No, I need the thickness.
I see. Yes.
Anyway, we digress. Oh, nice to see your face.
Yeah, nice to see you.
Yeah. Oh, we've got all our usuals, guys. Hello, everyone.
Yeah, thanks for joining.
Oh, wait, I forgot to put my headphones in. I keep doing this.
Oh, all right. Well, I'll tell everyone what it's about. So today we're going to talk about life after lockdown. Hey, and we talked about this at the beginning of the week. Woohoo! And now where I am in London, we're basically going into another lockdown. So life after lockdown, whenever that may be.
Whenever that is. We had no idea, did we? Hi, Knitmatics. Hi. Kellykin says frozen.
Is that you're frozen or we're frozen?
You froze for a second, Jen, for me, but I think it is cleared now.
Okay.
Yeah,
so thanks for joining, everyone. And so we're going to talk about life after lockdown, and we're going into another lockdown in London. So yes, life.
We were talking about, though, weren't we, how it's crazy how this virus has just like changed the world. One virus, and it's changed the world. Like everything's ground to a halt.
Yeah.
And it's made me reevaluate things.
Yeah.
And I think that's just a natural thing, isn't it? When you take things away, you're going to start to notice either them going or not going, and then you kind of reevaluate and go, "Ooh, is that so important to me anymore?" Don't know. So we were talking about this, weren't we? How it's kind of affected us in negatives and positives.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because when we were in full lockdown, I absolutely hated it because I really need to have company, especially with a toddler, like, well, I should say preschooler now. It's, I need company. But at the same time, I really enjoyed, just the slowing down of everything.
Definitely. Yeah.
And like the thing about, like, I haven't been on a flight for ages, and I'm not missing it. Like, before I used to kind of feel like, I have to go on holiday and I have to do this and I have to do that, just I think also because maybe I was a bit unhappy with what I was doing, so therefore I needed the holiday more.
Yeah.
Whereas when you're happy in your job, then you're going to need the holiday less. Like you might need it a
Yeah.
little bit.
And also when you're super tired as well, if you're
Yeah.
overworking, you need that break as
Yeah.
well. I remember when I worked in property, I worked so crazy hard, but we went away like once every couple or once every 3 months because
Yeah.
we had to.
Yeah.
Otherwise we'd just die.
Exactly. And like when you're just like super busy, like trying to see friends, even like just hectic, you
Yeah.
end up like feeling stressed, like
It
with your
becomes a
to-do
chore.
list, it becomes a chore. Yeah, exactly. And I
Yeah.
think the lockdown for me has made me really reassess like how important is it for me to have like, oh, all the latest fashions as well,
Yeah.
all the trends, like keeping up with all the trends. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, all I need is loungewear.
Exactly. My designer handbag has made it out this year once.
I've sold mine. Sold them.
Why didn't you tell me? Oh my God. There's a
We'll
full
deal with
on
that
fight
afterwards.
live, guys.
Sorry.
I hate you.
I don't.
Messages. Kelly Gins is saying, I'm enjoying. You sit in the corner and feel bad about yourself now. I'm enjoying everything slowing down. And Dana says, I love how I can just chill and have my own space and not have to stress too much. But at the same time, I like having a bit of company. And then Kelly said, this year we need to appreciate everything we already have. Amen to that, sisters.
Yeah, absolutely.
100%.
Yeah. Go on.
Yeah, it's like my high-heeled shoes have collected dust. Like, you know, I live in flats and I live in loungewear, and like this is my like
Yeah.
oversized knitted comfy stuff.
But it's
And
lovely, isn't it? It feels so good.
yeah, it feels so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and definitely there are loads of positives to take from what we could have or have learnt from lockdown. And for me, it's about connecting with people and having the time to
Yes.
connect with people. And
Yes.
especially with like my neighbours and everything, we've all just become such good friends. And we still have our big WhatsApp group. We all chat and we're all there for each other and see each other when we can. And that's lovely.
Dana made a good point. She says also being able to finally get things done and that I keep putting off and work on myself.
Yeah, that's so good.
Yeah.
I still need to do that.
And you know what I think is really nice is that it has created that introspection that we all need.
Yeah.
You know, like as in when you're busy, you can distract yourself all the time, can't you?
You
But
can.
that you're locked down, you have to face those things. And it's really important that we do.
Well, I've been very good at still distracting myself with nothing.
I have noticed, yes. I've not wanted to labour it too much with you.
That little thing that you need to adjust, we'll put that over there and I'm going to do a reel.
Yeah. So
I'm
easily
very good at that.
Yeah.
Kelly, what's your confession? Kelly says she has a confession. Yes, and also we were talking about, you know, people always define themselves by how one thing that I remember when I was in corporate is that when we would ask someone like, how are you? They would always say, like, with a big smile on their face, I'm so busy. I'm just so stressed. I'm so busy. And it's like, well, that's not actually a good thing. And they define themselves by their success. But what is success? You know? So is that you earn a lot of money, or is that you have a big house, or that you've got a big car, or is it that you're happy and fulfilled?
Exactly. That's it.
And I think that's what people are starting to really understand now, that we didn't have time to think about that and go inside and also look at our lives. And we
were so busy consuming as well.
Yeah.
That it fills a need temporarily.
Yes.
And then you go for your next fix.
Yes. Yeah. Kelly says, you know, I was crushing on your pink cozy jumper. I went and bought it.
You, Kelly.
Do you love it? It's gorgeous. Yeah, and I always find that when I go on holiday, that's when I make my big decisions, and that's when I make big changes. Whenever I
Yeah.
like accept a job or decide to move on to something or start something new, I always
Mhm.
have that realization when I'm on holiday. And I feel like lockdown, although it has been far from a holiday, has been able to help me go through sort of those sort of processes.
Well, it's that same introspection that you get when you're
Exactly.
on holiday. It's the
Yeah,
headspace, isn't
it's
it?
the
Unless you've
headspace.
packed your itinerary full of things to do, you
Yes.
have that time to just sit down and be with your thoughts and really like tune in.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And one thing I wanted to say as well is just like, I think before, for me, I used to feel disheartened because there were things that I wanted in life and there were things that I wanted to change, maybe externally, that I felt like I had no power over, you know, like
Mhm.
say like help the environment more, or, you know, stop this like crazy fashion world from like just treating people in India like dirt on their shoe and driving them down on the price and everything, like things like
Yeah.
that. And it all felt so like impossible. But this virus has actually inspired me in the way that like this one virus is changing the world. Like
Yes.
maybe it actually takes just a little bit of effort if we're all making an effort to you know, go towards the things that we want to see different in life. You know,
Yeah.
maybe it's about actually making inspired change
Yeah.
in our lives towards the things that we want,
Yeah.
and it might not be so impossible to change in the end.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it
It
like made
may,
me feel like, go
yeah,
on.
go on.
No, it just makes me feel like maybe things are possible, like,
Yes,
you know.
exactly, exactly. And whilst, and yeah, because this has made us all slow down and go abroad less and consume less, and
Yeah.
just being a little, I suppose maybe, I don't know if humble's the right word, but living a little bit more humbly,
Yeah,
and
definitely. I think that's
and
great.
I definitely feel like changes for the environment and changes for how we live our lives are not making those changes are not so alien anymore. And I think if we all just push that little bit further, we could
Yeah,
actually make some really amazing changes.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, even just like charity things, you know, I've started looking at, because I don't really like giving to big charities, because I just think,
No.
God, for years we've been giving to children in need, and it's still
Oh,
like now it rolls into the millions, like billions actually, isn't it? I remember when we were children, it was hundreds of thousands, maybe a million. And then, you know, it was comic relief, right? They would just raise so much money, and you think, oh, great, it's all going to get solved. And now they're running into the billions and it's still
yeah.
not being solved. And it's like, I feel like maybe grassroots is better. So like I found someone posted locally on Facebook that they are going to give to the homeless these
Yeah.
like rucksacks full of essentials. So I just filled a
Amazing.
rucksack full of essentials and asked my mates to help me because I couldn't afford to buy it all brand new.
Yeah.
And they all chipped in, and then I just put a little card from all of us saying like, we are all wishing you well, and here's a little help for Christmas.
Amazing.
And it's so nice. Like there's someone locally who's going
Yeah.
to give them out.
Yeah.
And it's so nice because you can make little differences, but those little differences, they do make a huge difference in the long run.
Yeah, yeah. And that reminds me actually, my neighbour put a message out on our WhatsApp group saying, I'm going to the food bank for Peckham on Monday. So has anyone got anything that they want to donate, So
Lovely.
all of us are just like grabbing little bits and bobs, just nothing major, just bits and bobs
Yeah,
that we haven't
it all
used,
helps.
and gonna go and
Yeah,
take it down the food bank tomorrow. So I need to
lovely.
drop off my tins
That's so lush,
tonight.
isn't it?
Yeah, and it's
I
just
think
little
that
things.
our communities have all pulled together as well, haven't they, with
They
the
have.
virus? Like we're all now, you know, looking out for each other. And I remember when it first came out, immediately there were Facebook groups to support people with the virus.
Yeah.
Like if they needed anything picking up or dropping off or whatever because they couldn't leave the house, everyone was just chipping in, going, I'm
Mm-hmm.
available, I live in this town,
Yes.
contact me if you need anything. And actually, the groups were overwhelmed with people willing to
Yeah.
help, more than there were people that needed help.
But isn't
It
it
was
crazy?
lovely.
Isn't it crazy that it takes a pandemic or something? Because when 9/11 happened, when any major disaster happens, this sort of behavior comes through. I see it on Facebook, you know, where people are like, anyone who's, you know, been hit or whatever, come to mine. I've got clothes. I've got this. Why does it take, even though that's lovely, why does it take something like this to happen for us to then do that, I wonder?
I think it's because we've got a system that doesn't value care.
Yeah.
It values profit.
Yeah. That's
and
true.
Margins.
Mm-hmm.
And that's got nothing to do with welfare and care and love and compassion and understanding and sharing, does it?
No,
It's
that's
not
true.
the same values. So I do feel like there's a kind of shift that needs to happen as well in our system.
Yeah.
You know, just like, well, I saw a headline today and I didn't read the article. It might have been a headline that's not accurate, but it was just saying that nurses' pay rise that was scheduled has been deferred. And it's like, they're the last people that we should be like, you know, especially during this time, you know, and it'd just be really nice if we did value with money the jobs that I met a care worker yesterday. Actually, I was in the pub and she said, you know, what do you do? And I told her, and she's like, oh, that's so exciting. And I said, oh, what do you do? And she was like, oh, I'm a care worker. And I was like, that's amazing. And she was like, and I was like, no, seriously, like your jobs like yours, that you're making such a difference to our community. And we've all got like an elderly person or, you know, someone in a hospital or a care home, wherever, that needs help. And you're doing a sterling job. And she was just like, but she just didn't think it was very glamorous or whatever. And I was just like, oh my God. And this is the problem as well. She's probably being paid a pittance.
Made her feel like that.
Yeah. And like, if we valued it in the way that it should be valued, wouldn't it be lovely? She could just be a bit more proud of what, I mean, I know there'll be other people who are proud of what they do, no matter what they earn and everything. But I just thought that was a
people who made a real difference like that actually got paid the same salaries as footballers who just kick a ball around the floor.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, that does make me sick. I know it's all relative to how much money the industry brings in, but I'm like, I'm sorry, that's just wrong. Like,
it is wrong, isn't it?
It's so wrong, and it needs to change.
So I was thinking that, like, to look at it from
boycott the next football match.
I was just thinking from the virus perspective, to look at it, how can we look at it as a positive? And I was thinking, well, I might just start addressing things in my life that I felt like couldn't change. Maybe they can.
Yeah.
You know, like, what areas of my life do I want to look at with fresh eyes and think, actually, I could make a difference here. I could make a change here.
Yeah.
I initially thought I didn't have any power in it, but maybe we do have more power than we think. And what would you do if you thought you could do something radical with it? What would you do? It's a thought, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I was thinking I was going to do that, like, over the next week, because I had a really interesting dream as well, which was about, you know, how I'm always like following my dreams. And I had an interesting dream that was like, I was given a house and it was like really old and needing refurbishment. And there were people laughing at me because they were like, oh, this old house. And I was like, no, but you don't understand. This is great. And I can be in this house and make changes to it and figure out how I want to make it and like do a Pinterest board and like come up with all these, like, make it what I want to make it. Imagine if we could do that with life.
Yeah. No, I agree. I want to look at our recycling system because it's a farce. It's an absolute farce.
What, locally, or you mean UK wide?
I think UK wide and also locally. I know that we're running out of time, so I'll be very quick.
Yeah.
You know, things like I didn't realise that if so the recycling truck comes down, if there's one item in the recycling truck that is not recycling, they put the whole thing to landfill.
Right.
If the cans aren't cleaned out enough, the whole thing just goes to landfill.
Wowzers. Okay. Right.
And that to me is just disgusting.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
So these are
quite big ones.
on a lovely positive note at the end.
But we still got to do the draw. We've still got
oh
to do
my
the
God,
draw.
yes.
But guys, what would you do if you could, if you would love to make one change? Doesn't have to be about the environment, can be about anything. One change that you've realised or learnt through lockdown, what would it be?
I reckon we should just make that our challenge for the week, to just
100%.
have a look at things in your life that you feel like, oh, here comes the draw. Who's it going to be? I can't read that. What's it say?
Bradley Follington.
Oh,
Bradley Follington. So every week, every week we do a live draw, and that was for people who watched live the week before, and they will get something from my Just Jennifer home fragrance range. Yay! So I launched this week a gift set of 4 miniature candles, all gift wrapped. So that's what they're going to win this week. So
amazing!
If I can get their address in time, I'll put it in the post tomorrow, and hopefully they'll
for Christmas.
For Christmas.
Oh, lovely! Well done, Jen. That's lush.
Yay.
Yeah, I reckon this week for the challenge, like, let's do things like, what is your, so if you're looking at how successful you are is how happy you are, what areas of your life are you successful in, and what areas of your life are you less successful in that can be tweaked?
Yes, like that.
Yeah, we do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I already know what mine will be, and I know them, and I just ignore them.
Oh dear.
List off what they are.
I'm going to try to do a guided meditation tomorrow. If I can, I will do one, because it's the solstice, which is like huge.
What's the solstice?
Oh, well, I haven't got time to go into it now.
All right, that's another. That could be another chat.
Yes, we could. Topic. Yes, we could. Okay.
Yes. Oh, right. We will.
Yeah, we will. All right, gorgeous sis. I hope I don't go too heavy tonight, but I just feel like I need to say these things sometimes.
Well, guys, thank you so much for joining us.
Yes.
Have a wonderful Christmas, everyone.
Oh, that's right. Is this the one before Christmas? Oh, didn't think about that.
Yeah, have a wonderful Christmas, guys.
Yes, Merry Christmas.
Yeah. Oh.
And guys, just like think of each other, like Zoom the shit out of each other, okay? If you can't be together, and just thinking of you all, and know that this is not going to last forever, and we will get through this, and everything is going to be okay. It will be all right, as Lisa's song says. It's all right. Right. And there's a huge energy shift happening tomorrow. There's a massive portal, energetically wise.
I'm going through it. I'm going through it head first.
Going through it head first. That's it. Woo! And then so right, sending love.
Lots of love. Mwah. Merry Christmas, everyone. Bye, Christmas. See you on the other side.
Bye. Bye.